the grade 8 Parent Academy. I'm happy to have you all here. Before we get started, I'd just like to acknowledge a few people. Our Superintendent, Kevin Mulvey, and Assistant Superintendent, Aaron Perkins. Thank you all for the continued support for the early college high school program. I would also like to acknowledge Keith Segala, the Executive Director of Career, Vocational, and Technical Education, as well as Megan Giovanni, the Assistant Vice President of Student Success and Partnerships at Quincy College. Thank you all for being here tonight. All right, Eli, if you want to move on to the next slide. Yes. I would also like to acknowledge our principals for the two high schools that we have. Tonight we have Mr. Ford, Keith Ford at Quincy High School. Thank you for joining us, as well as Mr. Gilbert, Dan Gilbert at North Quincy High School. Thank you all for being here. Just a few announcements for tonight. So this is our presentation for the early college high school pathway program. It is going to be recorded for the students and parents to look back later on. And tomorrow, after this is complete, it'll be posted on Aspen, the student and family portals. Throughout the presentation tonight, we will have links posted for you all to take a look at, as well as it will be open for you all to post any questions that you may have that we can answer at the end. The application for the program, should you wish to join, will also be posted in the chat box, so feel free to take a look at that and get started on that at your own leisure. All right. Just a couple rules for the night, if you don't mind. Just please listen to the complete presentation, and then throughout the presentation as we go, feel free, like I said, to type any questions that you may have in the chat room, and we will do our best to answer those for you. And then, as I said, at the end, we will get to any and all questions that we can answer for you. I know Mr. Ford is here tonight, and he's got other obligations. So, Mr. Ford, if you did wish to say anything, the floor is all yours. Otherwise, we can keep moving on.
I just want to welcome everyone here tonight. I see Dan, Principal Gilbert on here as well, so welcome him, and Assistant Principal Ed Smith is also on here. You all are in for a treat. This program, I think, is going into the fourth year of the program at Quincy Public Schools for both schools. And it's really been something that I've been promoting, very proud of over the recent years of really seeing our students excel and achieve at a high level. We really pride ourselves in the Quincy Public School system of having multiple pathways for all of our students to be successful. And this is a major part of what we have to offer here. So in a few minutes, you'll hear from a number of different folks here explaining more about the program. You are in for a treat for that. And I can't say enough about what the program has done to really elevate our school district as a whole. So thank you all for joining us tonight, and I look forward to seeing you all soon.
Thank you, Mr. Ford. And I also see that Mr. Gilbert is here. So, Mr. Gilbert, if you would like to say anything, the floor is all yours.
I don't know, you guys wouldn't see this, and welcome to everybody, and thank you to everybody. But the Commissioner of Education today shared an update about what's happening in the state of Massachusetts, and they happen to feature a picture of the Early College Symposium, which took place on the 9th of February. So I want you to imagine if you're a parent like me, and you have the opportunity to have your children, which I have 3 boys, to be able to participate in a program that gives them the opportunity to earn college credit before they actually get to college. And as Mr. Ford said, and thank you to him, and I know there's so many people that are an integral part of this, and they're all here, and they probably don't get enough thanks. So I'll thank you all in advance, but the commissioner thinks it's so important that he's willing to put on his once a week notification that goes to the entire state to highlight the college program, the early college program of Quincy Public Schools. So if you're a parent, I want you to think, imagine your kids going in 4 years into college with up to 33 credits. Imagine that. And if you're a kid, and I know you can't see it from here, right? It's hard. Like you're going into ninth grade next year and you're trying to finish off eighth grade. And I was a middle school principal for 9 years. And I get like with the end of the year and you think you're a hot deal and you think you're big and you think you're cool, and you are, don't get me wrong. But I want you to think about your trajectory and like where that goes. And this opportunity that the Quincy Public Schools and Quincy College are offering to you is something that I wish as a student, former student, I had the opportunity to have, because it really is, it's a gem. It's such a diamond in the rough for you. And I would implore you to take the opportunity and take the chance. And is it going to be harder? Yep. Are there going to be supports for you? 1,000%. We will help you all the way through. And all the people on this call and other people in the Quincy Public Schools that aren't here, but are willing to help you in so many different ways to make sure that you're successful through this program. I just think it is one of the greatest things that QPS and Quincy College have offered to the students of the Quincy Public Schools. I just think it's a fantastic opportunity. Take advantage, please. There's great things at both high schools. This is one that is in the upper shelf of all of those things. So please call me if you need to. I'm here for all of you. And I know Mr. Ford is also. So please enjoy tonight and take advantage. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Gilbert. Much appreciated. So as you can see, we are all very excited about this program and hope that you will take advantage of this great program that we have to offer for you all. Eli, if you don't mind moving forward to the agenda. So this is what we're going to go over tonight. We will touch on everything here. If you have questions, like I said, please type in the chat box and we will get to them. Next up is a nice video that we'd just like to show you all. This is something that we've done every year. We've had this. This video is great. It kind of highlights our program as a whole. So just take a listen and then we'll get back to you.
The Early College High School program is a really great opportunity for students who aren't typically thinking about college. It's a great way for students to earn both high school and college credits at the same time while still in high school, and it's at no cost to the family.
This is something that I believe our parents have been asking for and our students have been seeking, to be able to access college courses that they wouldn't normally be able to access.
First and foremost, that instilling of confidence in each and every one of those students, making sure both in their heart and their head to say, you know what, I can do anything. I can do what anyone else can do, and I can do it even better.
It's helping me understand how classes will be in the future.
The word college shouldn't scare you or anything. I thought these classes would be overwhelming, but they gave me like a whole different mindset, like, oh yeah, don't just like turn in work, care about it, because it represents you in your future.
You do get 3 college credits for each term that you complete. My mom's very excited about it because I'd be the first person out of all the women in our family on her side to actually go to college.
The connection with Quincy College, I think that's another benefit for our students specifically, and allowing them to get on campus. And why not do it while you're in high school, right? So this is from a low stakes perspective, everything's paid for you, right? So it gives you an opportunity to try it out, to see where you land.
It is a huge financial advantage for students that hope to pursue college later, and for them to have access to these college level classes and receive full college credit for them while they're still in 10th and 11th and 12th grade. That's a really huge advantage.
First, when I heard about it, I was like, I'm in high school, I don't know why I'm doing this. And I talked about it with my parents, and they're like, it's a good taste, just college, and just get to know what you're getting into. So I thought about it, I said I'll try it, and I love that I did it.
The Early College High School pathway schedule is not drastically different than an average North Quincy High student schedule.
The thing that makes their schedule different is they take their early college classes. There's usually 1 to 2 per year that will be in their schedule, and they have a student support block. So that's where they get to meet with their guidance counselor, their college transition coach. They go through different study skills and just sort of reinforcement of any resources they need to be successful.
Talking to my guidance counselor, I've received a better understanding on how to understand the classes I'm in right now.
The time management one has definitely helped me, sorting out my day with homework.
They've helped us with stress management, time management.
Additionally, the whole application process is going to be not unfamiliar with them because they're going to have access to that support for 3 years.
It's unique in that it is a cohort-based program, so there's a lot of support inside and outside of the classroom.
My experience this year has been really great, actually. I feel like knowing that the work I'm doing now is going to be transferred over when I go to college, that really helps me want to work more, be more focused.
It's the kind of class that you want to remember everything, because everything that you learned this year in these classes will be able to help you in the future in your life.
I feel like it'll help me understand how college will be and the subjects I'll take, and will help me on in the longer end.
Absolutely do it. It's going to save you time in college. It's going to help you. It's going to prepare you better. I just think that it's an overall great program, and I think that definitely more kids should be involved in it because it's going to help you.
We say it all the time here that we're trying to make sure we maximize our students' full potential as a learner, and whatever that looks like from there. And so this program allows the opportunity for our students to be able to see themselves as not only just college students, but beyond that, right? To see them, you know, at the end as CEOs of companies, right? As entrepreneurs, as leaders in a certain field. And so this is the beginning stages, the foundation of really seeing yourself making a significant impact on this world. Their value is so important, and it's great to have a program that really institutes that.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Cara Barbroff, and I'm the college transition coach for the early college high school pathway at North Quincy High. I hope you enjoyed the video. Working day to day on the program, it's really nice to step back and reflect on the program and see its impact from different perspectives. So I really enjoyed seeing it myself. So the early college pathway is designed to welcome students into an inclusive and supportive community that they remain part of until they graduate from high school. So that means that students enter into the program, starting this fall, they can enter into the program in 9th grade. And then they stay in the program until they graduate from whichever high school they're at. And during this time, they have the opportunity to earn up to 25 college credits through a sequence of early college classes. And we'll go over those later in the presentation. But the goal is that these courses will help prepare them to be successful in college and then eventually in their career. So essentially the program gives students a head start on their college education while helping to build the skills and, more importantly, the confidence that will prepare them for life after high school. We can move on to the next slide. So yes, the early college program is fantastic. It's a really great opportunity for students to earn college credits while they're in high school. So they're earning the high school credits and they're earning the college credits. And this is at no cost to the family. So I would say that one of the most remarkable aspects of the program is that it's free, thanks to the support of Quincy College and State Street Foundation and other funders. There's no cost to participate in the program. So if students earn a grade of 73 or higher in their early college course, then they will earn the college credit for their class. We'll talk about this later, but the magic number is 73, which most students, exceed that and they're fine, but that's what you have to earn in order to get the college credit. You will get the high school credit if it's lower than a 70. So obviously if it's a higher than a 63, you'll get the college credit. The high school credit, you just won't get the college credit unless it's a grade of 73. So again, if the students are in the program starting in 9th grade, they remain in the program until they graduate. That's 25 credits, which is about 8 college classes that these students will earn for free, which is wonderful. And as I mentioned before, it's a cohort-based program. And what's unique about it is that it provides students with support inside and outside of the classroom, which will help better position them for their transition to college. So the overall goal is that the students in the program will graduate high school with all of these credits, and then the habits and the skills, which will help them, later on in life. And it's also our hope that that being part of the program will increase the likelihood that students will continue with college after high school, and also will help them reduce the time and cost for them to complete their degree. So books and materials for all the early college classes come at no cost to the student, which is also nice. These are just the guiding principles of the early college high school pathway. Equitable access. The early college program was created as an opportunity to ensure that all high school students see themselves ready for and capable of college level work. Academic pathways. We like for our students to know about the various academic pathways that are available to them. So if they're in the early college program, they can also be part of the career and technical education pathways like healthcare technology or early education and care. There is robust student support. So there's a counselor, a transition coach, and an academic coach specifically for the early college program. So it's nice to have that built-in support of people who know your student, who your student can go to if they have any issues. The counselors have a slightly less caseload than the normal high school counselors, which is also nice. They can devote a little bit more time to the students. We have a lot of connections to careers. So we work closely in the early college program with 2 liaisons at each school to help with resumes, cover letters, help finding part-time jobs, or if students are interested in entering the military, the trades, we work all together. We have a lot of high quality and deep partnerships. Great partnership, obviously, with Quincy College, our higher institution partner, in State Street Foundation. We're very supportive of the program, so a big thank you to them. I'm going to turn it over to my counterpart at Quincy High, Eli Stewart, who will speak a little bit more about the program. He'll talk about the pillars, the program eligibility requirements, and he'll also provide an overview of the courses.
Eli, you're muted. There you go.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm Eli Stewart. Welcome everyone. I am the college transition coach at Quincy High School. So we just wanted you all to take a look at the 4 pillars that Quincy's early college program prides itself on, which is excellence, community, honor, and self-advocacy. And these 4 pillars pretty much is what the program is about. These pillars represent the foundational elements of identity and accountability for all early college students as they navigate through the pathway. So we make sure that as the students transition through this program, we're honoring these 4 pillars. ECHS eligibility. So this program is for students entering grades 9, 10, 11, and 12. And some priority considerations are first-gen students. So first-gen student is if their parent hasn't or guardian hasn't attended college ever, like any type of degree. So those are priority considerations regards to first-gen, excuse me, special education, English learners, and socioeconomic status. While these are our priority considerations, we do consider students that may not meet some of these meet this criteria. So it's not just limited to this, but these are our priority considerations. So I'm happy to introduce that we will be offering new courses this year. So Introduction to ECHS is a non-credit course. You won't receive college credit for this course, which is the first half of the year, which will be terms 1 and 2 of the high school year. But you will get 2.5 high school credits. So this course is pretty much an introductory course that pretty much is college prep for the students, to prepare them to succeed in the program. And for the second semester in the program, they will take Introduction to Computers, which is a computer science elective and also a business elective at the high school. So they'll get 5 high school credits for this and 3 college credits for Introduction to Computers. And a lot of this course will be centered around more so like Microsoft Office, which entails PowerPoint, Word, Excel, and things like that. So the students will get more of a rigorous experience with this course, in addition to learning Google Slides and all of the Google Suite products as well. Grade 10 course offering. So as students transition to grade 10, they will take either first term or second term Introduction to Criminal Justice, which is an elective, and Music Across Cultures, which is an elective at the high school. And they'll get 3 social science credits and 3 arts credits. And then a support block will be built in, which students will be participating in these study sessions where they will learn a variety of college and career readiness skills. And these courses right here, so Introduction to Computers, Introduction to Criminal Justice, and Music Across Cultures are general electives that students, when they do graduate, regardless of what institution they choose, they can apply these general elective credits to whatever school they go to. Because actually all colleges, in order to receive your degree, you have to have general electives, and students will have the opportunity to receive 9 general electives through this program. Excuse me. And then for starting in grade 11, that's when you get more into the core courses. So again, you see the high school credits, you see the college credits. So junior year, they have the opportunity to earn 7 additional credits, and these courses are more for as they transition to their institution of their choice. They have the opportunity to earn a science credit with the lab and a history credit. So because most schools you need to take at least 1 history and 1 science class depending on your major. So they will be able to meet those core courses as well. And in grade 12 as well, they'll take English Composition 1 and English Composition 2, which will be terms 1 and 2, and then terms 3 and 4. So the way the sequence of these courses, they're built like traditional college semesters. So terms 1 and 2 is from September to February, and then from mid-February to June, they'll take the second course. So English 1 will be terms 1 and 2, English 2 will be terms 3 and 4. And statistics is a full year math class they'll take. So they'll have the opportunity to take that for the whole year. And each grade will have a support block built in where they, again, will focus on a variety of different college and career readiness prep lessons. And I'll pass it on to Carrie Ann Hart from North Quincy.
Thank you, Eli. So I'm Carrie Ann Hart. I am the school counselor for early college high school at North Quincy High School. And I'm just going to show quickly just some sample schedules. So this isn't exactly what the schedule will look like, but it does give you an idea of kind of how the courses fit at North Quincy High School. In 9th and 10th grade, our courses will take the place of their elective. So you'll notice even 9 through 12, most students are taking English, math, science, history, and a language, and then they have an elective, and then study and gym in the other period for this 9th grade. The difference between the 9th and the 10th grade, you'll notice, is that now they have that support block. The reason why 9th grade doesn't have it is because they have that intro to early college class that is going to be kind of similar to our support block, where they're preparing them for their class and doing a lot of college and career readiness skills. So in 10th grade, again, as I mentioned, it's taking the place of a student's elective. And you'll notice the ECHS support is along with the PE class. They're going to be in the same period. There's just 1 day. We have a 7-day cycle at North Quincy High where the students will go to gym to fulfill their gym requirements for graduation. And then in 11th grade, you can see the U.S. History 2 and the Intro Environmental Science. They're in the same block, just 1 semester 1, 1 semester 2. And they'll get the full credit for those. And again, you'll notice the ECHS support blocks in there with the PE, but now the difference is in 11th grade, they're able to choose an elective. Since our early college classes are kind of in that same period, it's not taking the place of an elective. This U.S. History and Environmental Science class fulfills their history and science requirement for Quincy Public Schools. Some students, you'll notice the schedule has a forensics class on there. I would say a lot of our 11th grade students actually take an additional science class on top of Intro to Environmental Science. They don't have to, but definitely a lot of students, I would say, do that. And then we have our 12th grade student sample schedule. You'll notice there's a little bit more flexibility as you kind of go along, but these students have a semester 1 and semester 2 of English composition. So if you kind of look at it as they're taking English for the full school year, and then they have their statistics class, which is also a full year. So there's no classes that swap out really. They're kind of staying consistent. They have that support block. And then there's a little bit, like I said, there's a little bit more flexibility. You're going to see in the English we have, you're going to see the math already because we have statistics. You might see a science in a history class. There is a 4-year history requirement. So every senior will have a history class. That psychology class fulfills the history requirement at North. I think I'm turning it over to Tim to explain the Quincy High School schedule.
Thank you, Carrie. And sorry if I didn't introduce myself earlier. I'm Tim Leozo, the ECHS guidance counselor at Quincy High School. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this part just because it does look a lot like North Quincy. Our days structured a little bit differently, but in the terms of fitting the courses into our day-to-day schedule, this is how we show it. So as a ninth grader, what it's going to look like for all you incoming ninth graders is that in semester 1, you are going to take Intro to ECHS, and then in semester 2, you will take Intro to Computers. That'll run in the same block period from semester 1 to semester 2, so you won't be switching from like A blocks Intro to ECHS to F block Intro to Computers. It'll all be during that same 1 block period. Just semester 1 and semester 2 are different. As we move on to 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, what you will see is that there are 2 classes that are offered. So like it was mentioned earlier, if you're taking music cross cultures in the first semester, then in the second semester, you will take Intro to Criminal Justice, or vice versa. If you take Intro to Criminal Justice first, you will take music cross cultures in the second half of the year. What I do want to point out is that where you see in the schedule, it says ECHS support. That is our study block, but it is for just strictly early college students. The reason we do that is so that when we do need to meet with students one-on-one or do group exercises, activities, lessons with them, that's our spot to meet with those students. We do structure a little bit differently at Quincy High, where in our class periods, we actually go in and do lessons with the students, and then we use our support blocks to do the one-on-one meetings to help them academically or non-academically. And then as they're seniors, my role more one-on-one is to help them with the college applications, and the same as with Miss Hart over at North Quincy. So it's very similar how North Quincy and Quincy High structure their schedules. There is just a little bit difference in the class periods, but overall, you're going to get the same experience at both schools. And that, like it's been said, this program just has a lot to offer for all of our students. So at this point, I think I will turn it over to Eli to go over the program elements for our program.
Yes, so I'm happy to share the elements of the program for the 2024-2025 academic year. So over the next few slides, you will see that we will discuss the academic support services we provide, the non-academic support services, the 2024 Early College Summer Academy, where students will have the opportunity to earn additional college credit outside of what we offer during the academic year. I will discuss the parent advisory team, as well as the early college pathway scholarship opportunity. So as we mentioned earlier, the academic support blocks that we offer at both schools is just structured differently at each school. This is where students have the opportunity to pretty much engage with other students as well as staff, where we pretty much provide them with college and career readiness topics, career readiness lessons. For example, some are study skills and organizational strategies. This is where academic coaches come in, where they provide different tutoring support, one-on-one support with students, check-ins, academic advising and learning styles, and just to discuss some of the activities that we've covered. We covered study skills, time management, financial literacy, goal setting, postgraduate planning, career options. We just want them to think about what they want to do with themselves, and we just wanted to provide that additional support that will exceed beyond the classroom. And on the non-academic support, so they have the support of the school counselors, which is Mr. Leozo at Quincy High School and Ms. Hart at North Quincy High School. And at Quincy High School, as regards to the college advisor, they have myself, Eli Stewart, and they have Cara Barbarov at North Quincy High School. And each school also has an academic coach that provides students with tutoring support, specifically in the English department, or just anything involving writing papers which is Miss Torres at North Quincy High School and Miss Mason at Quincy High School. And non-academic support, again, college and career planning. So as Ms. Barbara stated earlier, we have a career center where we share office space with two liaisons. One is for careers beyond alternative careers outside of college, such as the trades and the military, and we have someone to assist with job placement as well. And we focus on in our circle, we focus on the college piece of it. So students have a lot of different support. So at Quincy High School, something we introduced is the student binder portfolios, which follows them from grade 10 until they graduate. So in this binder, we actually have it where students list their goals, their hobbies. For example, if a student is unaware of what they really want to do with themselves, which most students between grades 9 to 11, they really don't know. So we have them list different hobbies and different things they may be interested in that will help us align them with different colleges and careers they may want to pursue. We also have them list the different colleges or the types of colleges they want to attend. Their academic transcript goes in this portfolio as well. And students also will be creating resumes and cover letters that will go in this binder as well. And once they graduate, they will receive the binder. Um, we have a variety of student orientations. More information will be provided on that as the year progresses. So we have our orientation at usually in the beginning of the right at the beginning of the school year. Um, we also provide financial aid assistance for students as well. So most students, what we've done is we would have a lesson where they would create their FAFSA account and then follow up when the FAFSA form becomes available. And we'll sit down with them one on one and have them create it. And we have connected with parents as well. I've sat with many parents after school. I always make myself available to assist parents with FAFSA, and North has the same support services as well. And also, students have the opportunity to pretty much receive support and the social and emotional health awareness range as well, where that's where the guidance school counselors come in. They provide a lot of that as well. We pretty much make this sure this is like a safe program as well, where students feel safe um, connecting with staff as well. Now I'll pass this off to Miss Barbara.
Sure. Just quickly to go over the credits earned. As I mentioned before, all students in the early college program at both schools must earn a 73 or better in their early college class in order to earn the college credit. So like I said before, if the student earns a 70 in the class, they do not get the college credit, but they do get the high school credit. So since the early college program started back in the fall of 2021, students in grades 10 through 12 have earned over 500 college credits, which is pretty nice, pretty impressive. And if you just look at the graph, the little table right here, it just shows you each grade how many credits are earned. Grade 9 students in the fall take the introduction to early college class. They get the high school credits. There are no college credits for that. But then in the spring, they take the introduction to computers class where they do earn 3 college credits and then also the high school credits. Grade 10, they earn 6 credits for the 2 classes, the 2 early college classes that they take. Grade 11, there's 7 college credits just because one of those classes is a science class. Introduction to environmental science is 4 credits, and then US History 2 is 3 credits, so that's 7. And then in grade 12, there are 9 credits because there are 3 classes, English Composition 1, English Composition 2. That's 6 credits right there. And then statistics is a full year class, so that's another 3. So it's a total of 25 credits that can be earned if your student starts in grade 9 and finishes through high school. And then we'll talk a little bit later about potential, actually, I think in the next slide, we'll talk about additional opportunities to earn additional college credits. So I'll pass it off to Carrie Ann Hart and Karen Bazell.
Thank you. Yes, Karen, feel free to jump in when you want. But one opportunity, another opportunity that we have at North is our dual enrollment program, which is great. Students, this is again similar to early college where students are taking the class at our school and they can earn college credit. This is the list of courses that we have available from this year between the 2 schools. Some are offered at North only, some are offered at Quincy High only. It's kind of a mix just so you can see all the courses that we have available. something to just kind of point out for ninth graders, there isn't a lot of dual enrollment options. The only class that they might take is the biology class, and these are all at the honors level, just so you know as well. So that's just something to keep in mind. If the other courses just aren't available to ninth graders, but they can take them in 10th, 11th, or 12th grade. And the link between dual enrollment and Quincy College is that we actually have an opportunity where students in the early college program are able to take one additional course through dual enrollment for free. So it's just another great opportunity that we've been given between our communications with Quincy College and State Street Foundation. So again, they take the courses there. They register for these courses separate than they would for early college. This is something that me and Ms. Bobroff can definitely help students with if they are enrolled in the courses. We do visit all of these classes in the beginning of the year. It's usually around like November, December, and discuss what dual enrollment is and how to apply and all of that. And Karen usually comes and visits at both high schools to do that. So Karen, I don't know if you want to add something. I know there was a question too, but.
Yeah, I'll just jump in. I'll just add something really quickly. I'm the program coordinator at Quincy College. And the way that, to answer the question in the chat, dual enrollment course syllabi have been evaluated and approved by Quincy College professors to ensure that students are studying the same content, using comparable materials, and exercising the same rigor that they would if they were taking the course at college. So therefore, most, if not all of the classes are honors levels, and because that syllabi and that course content matches what we are doing at the college level. I will also put my contact information and a link to our website that has more detailed information if you wanted to learn more about dual enrollment.
Thanks, Sharon. I just want to specify. So I see that there is a question on asking what the specific question was. And some people may not be able to see it. The question was, why are dual enrollment classes at the honors level only? So that is in reference to Ms. Buzel's response. I just want to point out this. So there is this opportunity to earn one additional dual enrollment class for free. However, if a student does take 2 or 3 additional dual enrollment classes, those do come at a cost. Those will have to be paid for. So there's an opportunity to earn one more class for free. But say your student is in Design and Visual Communications 1, as well as Anatomy and Physiology, as well as Public Speaking. One of those classes could be for free, but the other 2 classes would be paid for. So I just want to make sure that everyone is aware of that. Not all of the classes are free. All of the early college classes are for free, but not all of the dual enrollment classes are for free. And I think with that, I'll pass it on. I think, Eli, you might have the next slide.
Yes. So, in addition to early college and dual enrollment, students will actually have the opportunity to earn additional college credit by way of our early college summer academy, which we have offered the last 3 summers. Students have taken a variety of different courses that aren't offered during the academic year. For example, some are Intro to Computers is offered now, but it wasn't previously. But we've offered Intro to Computers, Public Speaking, Foundations of Business. We offer Introduction to Biotechnology last year. We offer Sociology. So students have a variety of different courses to pick from. And actually, they don't receive high school credit for the courses during the summer, just college credit. But it's a way for students to earn additional college credit. It's offered to students entering grades 10, 11, and 12, and graduating seniors. And as a part of this program, students receive free tuition, fees, textbooks, NBA Charlie cards, and complimentary snacks. We don't have the dates yet for this, but we are working to provide them soon. Students also, in regards just to pedal back a little bit to dual enrollment, we do offer a free dual enrollment course to early college students. One, So students can graduate with a variety of credits. We have one student that's actually going to graduate this year with 33 college credits. So students will have the opportunity to earn additional credit through this program beyond the 25 that they will get from being enrolled in the program. And next, I'll cover this. So the early college parent advisory team. So this parent advisory team was put together to raise awareness at both high schools. So we really want the parents to be engaged in what's going on at the high schools. It's an opportunity for them to just be more connected in terms of support for our students. We met. I think we're on our fourth meeting since the start of last year, and we actually hosted our first event that derived from the early college parent advisory team, which was a FAFSA night. So with that event, we hosted a FAFSA session where we guided parents on how to do FAFSA from start to finish. If we have any grade 12 parents in here, parents of grade 12 students, I think the FAFSA presentation may be available on the Quincy Public Schools website. Um, and the goal with this parent advisory team is to have 4 meetings per year and try to identify 2 events that we can host at each school that will help us engage and keep the parents more engaged with the program and what we have to offer. And if anyone's interested in joining the early college parent advisory team, my contact information is at the end of this presentation, and you can just email me, and I will add you to our next meeting. I think Carver Barbroff is going to cover this.
Yes, so there was a scholarship opportunity. For the 3rd year in a row, Quincy College President Dr. Rick DeCristofaro has pledged 1 year free tuition to any early college student at Quincy High, North Quincy High, any senior who matriculates to Quincy College for the 2024-2025 year. It's a phenomenal opportunity. Many early college alumni have taken advantage of this scholarship opportunity and are earning their associate's degree at Quincy College. They're saving a lot of money, and then they're going on to another institution and doing 2 more years of college to get the bachelor's degree. So it's a nice option to have. It covers up to 24 credits, the fees, the textbooks for the academic year. And it's just, again, a great opportunity and very generous offer. Right. So this is just a post-secondary plans. This is just a quick breakdown of where students have attended, what institutions they've attended after graduating from the early college program. Again, it's just a sampling. We've had students, as you can see, attend schools out of state, out of Massachusetts, and their credits from the early college program have transferred without a problem. If they ever have any issue, they can call us or the registrar at Quincy College. But we've got some big schools, we've got some private colleges, so it kind of runs the gamut.
Awesome. So the presentation is coming to a close. So again, if you do have any questions, please put them in the chat box so we can answer them for you. The application is also there for you if you'd like to start doing that now, or if you'd want to wait on it a night or two. The link will be posted on Aspen for students and families to take advantage of. If there is a translated copy that is needed, that'll come out on Monday, March 4th. That'll be there for you all. Same thing, that'll be on Aspen for all of you to take advantage of. The applications are going to close April 12th. That is the Friday before April vacation. That's when we'd like to have all of the applications done so we can start the review process and see what students we should be reaching out to. So if you could have this application done by then, that'd be fantastic. And with that, I think we will get to the question and answer part.
Thank you. Some of the questions have been answered in the chat, but I think it might be helpful to kind of just review a few of them. So sorry, I'm just scrolling back up towards the top. A parent had asked about the courses, if they were during school hours. Yes, they are during school hours. It's North Quincy High and Quincy High faculty that teach the courses. Their curriculum aligns with the courses that are held at Quincy College. The teachers have constant communication with the professors at Quincy College. And excuse me. And they're very closely aligned. So they don't have to go anywhere. We do take our seniors over to Quincy College once a quarter for them to kind of experience the college campus. But they are primarily taking the classes at their respective high schools.
Just for anybody that may have questions about the cost of dual enrollment, Megan was nice enough to put the cost breakdown. So for 3 credit courses, that'd be any class that's not a lab science. The price is $350. And then for 4 credit, usually lab sciences, those would be $450. So that's the cost breakdown of dual enrollment. Yes.
I also would like to remind you that we're going to post our contact information towards the end of this, right after the Q&A. If you have any questions or you need us to send you a copy of anything, please feel free to reach out to any of us tomorrow, and we will work on getting that to you. I know there's not
For how many students will we accept? So we're around 24 to 25 students for 9th graders. Reason being is our computer labs only have 24 computers and the students need to use obviously the computers for the computer science class. So for next year, we're hovering around 24 to 25 students that will be accepted at each school. So total of 48 students would be the number.
The next question asks if you have to start as a 9th grader or if you can join as a 10th grader or later. So yes, you can join after. It will just depend on space in the program, things like that. As each year has gone, our numbers have gone up more and more. So just as long as we have space, your student can apply. And then we'll evaluate that.
These classes will take place of an elective, but not necessarily in the fact that, say a student wants to join at Quincy High, the plumbing or the nursing or the healthcare tech, they're still able to join, those classes. And then they'll have, sophomore year when they're taking their criminal justice and their music cross cultures, that'll be their elective for the year. But for 11th and 12th grade, they will have a wide variety of elective courses to take. So they're not only taking those elective courses, but during their sophomore year, likely they will only be taking those 2.
A parent asked about if AP classes give points for college as well. Yes, AP is a little different than the early college program. I don't know if you're planning to go to the course selection night, but we will talk about different levels of classes at that. But that's based on how they do on their AP exam, and then it's dependent on the college of how they're going to look at their scores. I'll say there's certain classes depending on if your student's on an AP track, the AP track is different than the early college track. So some students are on that track. Some can do a mix of some AP courses with early college. It just kind of depends on the classes and things that they want to take the AP in, if that makes sense.
I'd also like to point out, sorry, I'd like to point out as well, if your student or child is on an IEP, they'll still be able to be a part of this program. They'll still be able to get their strategies classes if that is what they need. So by all means, if you are on an IEP, don't be scared of this program. Like we've talked about, there are tons of support to help you succeed in the classes. So please do not be scared away from joining us. All 6 of us are here to help you, 3 at each school. So please take advantage of it if you wish to do so. If a student is transferring from North to Quincy or Quincy to North, they can likely stay in the program. As long as they're succeeding, they should be able to do that with this as a seamless transition.
There was a question about additional scholarships that might be available for students enrolled in dual enrollment classes. And I just want to clarify that there are no additional discounted rates applied to the already discounted rate that is being offered of $350 for 3 credits and $450 for 4 credits.
Thank you. Sorry, in terms of the 40 QPS students, so that's just for the freshmen. So at Quincy High School, we will accept 24 students, and at North Quincy High School, they will also accept 24 students. And just to reiterate, only because we only have space for 24 students in a computer lab. So that's why. But as the years go on, we do increase enrollment. Right now at Quincy High School and at North Quincy, I believe we are at 120 students at each school. So the enrollment does go up, but just for freshman year, due to the capacity of a classroom, we can only allow 24 into the program next year.
I'm not sure. There's a question in here that says those scores for only Massachusetts college or for all over the US. I'm not 100% sure.
I think that relates to the AP scores that
Oh, okay.
students
Yeah,
earn
so
on their
that's
AP
just
exams.
dependent. The AP scores are dependent. That's by college, so it just depends on what they say. Some may take like a 3, where others say you have to have a 4 or a 5 to count for college credit. It just depends. That depends on the schools. Thank you, Cara. Wasn't sure. Can a student enrolling at Quincy High enroll to AP class offered at North Quincy High? Are you asking if they can take classes at both high schools? I don't know if anyone.
If that's the question, then I mean the answer is just no. You have to take the
No,
classes at
yeah,
AP for school.
that's how I'm reading it. I'm not sure if I'm reading it incorrectly. But yes, you would
In
only
terms
take
of
classes at one of the
transferring,
high schools.
yeah, in terms of transferring to either one of the schools from an outside school, there would be the application process. The student wouldn't necessarily automatically be accepted in. There is an application for every student that does want to join our program, which they do have to complete. If there is space and we think they're a good fit, then obviously we would take them in. But if we are at capacity, we can't promise obviously a seat to that student.
Yep. And then the next question is, if a student isn't accepted into the program in 9th grade, can they apply in 10th grade? I'd say yes, definitely, especially where space is a little more limited in the 9th grade. But definitely apply, see what happens. And then we have a little bit more seats in the 10th grade. So I would say definitely apply again. We usually keep track of students too. So someone asked approximately how many students apply each year.
It grows.
Yeah, it's been growing each year.
Each year. Again, as Tim stated, this year in the program at Quincy High School and North Quincy, we have 120 students at each school, and there has been a selection process. So we have had over 120 students apply. So,
Eli, would you mind just going to the next slide so we can have our contact information up there?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, the next question is, how should my son apply as he is 8th grade, but we're looking to have him go to NQHS, but our homeschool is QHS. We have not been told yet if he will go into NQHS. I would probably recommend that they apply to Quincy High School's early college program to start. And then if there is a transfer, we can figure that out. So I believe right now there's kind of a hold on transfers.
Yep. In terms of what we look at in the application, so obviously we don't know the students because they are not yet in high school. But as counselors, we did meet last 2 weeks ago with the middle school counselors. So they know about this program as well. So obviously we have a lot of participants here tonight. Parents know about it, principals know about it, guidance counselors know about it. So what we look for next is, one, the application to be completed, and two, recommendations from the guidance counselors at the middle school. Is that all that will take into consideration? No, but that will help. So if you are sure, if you would think this is a program that might be a good fit for you or your son or daughter, then we would love for you to, talk to the guidance counselor at their middle school and have them, speak to myself or Miss Hart directly so we can get a better idea and understanding of who the student might be.
next question I saw, is there a different application for a student who is about to begin 10th grade? Yes. That application will be sent to families probably tomorrow, um, or sometime within the next week. It is a different application, though. Yes.
We will also have a translated application as well that will be available on Monday. If you know anyone that needs a translated application, we'll have a few versions.
We'll give it another minute for questions. If you do not have any other questions, then you are obviously free to log off. I guess we'll give it one more minute though to see if there's anybody else that might have a question.
The 9th grade application is going to be available in Aspen tomorrow. The translated ones won't be available till Monday.
The application also has been posted in the chat as well. If you would like
Yep.
to start the process, I'll actually post it again.
You want to post it one more time?
Yes, I'll take care of that right now.
Yep, so that goes for the next person as well that asked
So
if they could have access to the application. It's in the chat. So you can use it from there. Or you can reach out to any of us. Our contact information is on the screen right now. Do students with good grades and strong academic abilities have a higher chance with getting in the program? As Tim mentioned earlier, especially with the 8th graders, since we don't know your student, we don't really have access to their grades till they come up, but we will be reaching out to the middle school. We look at grades, we look at attendance, we look at conduct. We're going to look at kind of the whole picture of the student, but we'll definitely utilize a lot of the counselor recommendations there as well.
My recommendation is not needed. Just to answer the next question, it's not needed to go with the application. It just helps us because, like I said, we don't know them. They're not at the high school yet, but it's not the only thing. We don't need the recommendation for the student to be admitted to the early college program.
Someone asked if they can get the translated, where they can get the translated application. That will be posted in Aspen. And once those become available next week, you can always reach out to one of us. We can try to get it to you if you're not able to see it. Thank you. Okay.
All right. I would just like to thank all of you for taking time out of your night to join us for this early college presentation. If you have any questions, you had our contact information there. Please do not hesitate to reach out to any of the 4 of us. We would be happy to answer those questions for you and hopefully put you at ease a bit. So thank you again for joining us tonight. This will be posted on the QPS website, and the application again will be made available on Aspen tomorrow.